So you guys liked the Master Painting roller coaster that I did last time, and I wanted to keep that up and follow your advice and bring in my better sketchbook and use originals in here. So I like that idea a lot more. So I did Saturn devouring his son as Ichabod, but my camera battery died. So in the meantime, what I decided to do was bring back the other sketchbook and do a master painting of Saturn devouring his son at the same time that I did Ichabod devouring the bug. So once I started getting painting and the camera was ready, I started to do them side by side at the exact same time. And so I actually got to learn a lot while doing this. A little bit about the sketchbooks, as like the paper is slightly different. There's things I liked about one that I didn't like about the other and vice versa. But also as I was painting, say, the yellows in Saturn, I got to apply some of what I learned about how that layering works to the yellow bug in the Ichabod version. Same thing with the actual like white to gray-ish kind of color on Ichabod to the hair. There are little bits that I got to learn immediately and then put that into practice later on in the next painting. So jumping back and forth actually really taught me a lot about how I can make the next one slightly better. And that next one was happening literally seconds later. So kind of that like do something and then repeat it to learn it, like maximalized immediately. And this is something I've never really done before. I've never done two paintings or two drawings next to each other at the exact same time. And normally I don't even paint. But this was actually really cool. I really liked doing it. It was a lot of fun, though it took twice as long to do. It was awesome and I got to learn a lot. There's some things that I like about the Saturn version more, and there's some things that I like about the Ichabod version a little bit more, and I think that has to do with what I learned from which one. But I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Which one's your favorite? Is there something that you want to see me try out next time? Are you liking the master paintings a little bit more, or do you want to see some more original stuff? But here I'll also mention that they are different aspect ratios. And so the one of them is a little bit of a wider page than the other. So there's some small differences that I had to account for, and some other things that I learned just looking at Goya's painting when I realized that he really didn't define Saturn very much. Some of the proportions are actually really weird and odd and unusual, and I think that kind of adds to why this painting is so famous and so loved. But here are the final versions. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which one's your favorite. You can watch the full time lapse on my channel and hear me talk a little bit more about this whole process and how that really went for me. But yeah, here are both of them. And let me know what you think I should do next.